7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello. Hello students. How are you? Good evening to all of you. Just 1 minute. Okay, today we are going to start our new chapter, chapter number 7, triangles. Introduction first. You have studied about triangles and their various properties in your earlier classes. You know that a closed figure formed by three intersecting lines is called a triangle. Tri means three. So a triangle has three sides, three angles and three vertices. For example, in triangle ABC, which is denoted by the symbol triangle ABC, and see the figure of triangle ABC. Where AB, BC and CA are the three sides, angle A, angle B and angle C are the three angles of the triangle, and A, B and C are three vertices. In chapter 6, you have also studied some properties of triangles. In this chapter, you will study in detail about the congruence of triangles, rules of congruence, some more properties of triangles and inequalities in a triangle. You have already verified most of these properties in earlier classes. We will now prove some of them. Now see, what is congruence triangles? You must have observed that two copies of your photographs of the same size are identical. Okay, just a minute. Hello student. Just a minute. Forward you. Hello. Hello. Okay. You must have observed that two copies of your photographs of the same size are identical. See here. It is called identical or congruence. Similarly, two bangles of the same size, two ATM cards issued by the same bank are identical. See here, identical bangles, identical cards. So, you may recall that on placing a 1 rupee coin on another minted in the same year, they cover each other completely. Do you remember what such figures are called? Indeed, they are called congruent figures. Congruent means equal in all respects, or figures whose shape and size are both the same. Okay. Now draw two circles of the same radius and place one on the other. What do you observe? They cover each other completely and we call them as congruent circle. We can call it congruent circles. See here, draw two circles of same radius. Okay, let me draw a circle here. And let me draw another circle of same radius. It's cover completely one another because it's congruent. Repeat this activity by placing one square on the other with sides of the same measure, or by placing two equilateral triangles of equal size on each other. See here, these both squares are congruent. Okay, see here, so one square completely cover another. See, this is because of they are congruent square. And see here, these both are congruent triangle. So okay, now I think your concept is clear about congruent. So you will observe that the squares are congruent to each other, and so are the equilateral triangles. You may wonder why we are studying congruence. You all must have seen the ice tray in your refrigerator. Observe that the molds for making ice are congruent. See here. So, the cast used for molding in the tray also has congruent depression. Maybe all are rectangular or all circular or all triangular. So, whenever identical objects have to be produced, the concept of congruence is used in making the cast. Or sometimes you may find it difficult to replace the refill in your pen by a new one, and this is so when the new refill is not of the same size as the one you want to remove. So, you already know that two triangles are congruent if the sides and angles of one triangle are equal to the corresponding sides and angles of the other triangles. See here, two triangles, triangle PQR, triangle ABC. See, this is congruent. One triangle cover completely another triangle because both are congruent triangles. So, if triangle PQR is congruent to triangle ABC, we write triangle PQR congruent triangle ABC. This is the symbol to write. Notice that when triangle PQR congruent triangle ABC, then sides of triangle PQR fall on corresponding equal sides of triangle ABC, and so is the case for the angles also. That is, so side PQ covers AB, QR covers BC, and RP covers CA, and angle P covers angle A, angle Q covers angle B, and angle R covers angle C. Also, there is a 1-1 correspondence between the vertices, that is, P corresponds to A, Q corresponds to B, and R corresponds to C, and so on. So, which is written as symbolic here, P corresponds to A, Q corresponds to B, and R corresponds to C. Note that this is very important. See here, note that under this correspondence, triangle PQR congruent triangle ABC, but it will not be correct to write triangle QRP congruent triangle ABC. Why? See here. See these both triangles, triangle ABC and triangle DEF or FED. BC is equal to 7, AD is equal to 7, AB is equal to 8, FD is equal to 8 centimeter, AC is equal to 8 centimeter and EF is equal to 8 centimeter. Equilateral triangles. So see here, for this figure FD corresponds to AB, FD corresponds to AB, DE corresponds to BC, see here, DE corresponds to BC, EF corresponds to CA, EF corresponds to CA. Vertex F corresponds to A, B corresponds to B and E corresponds to C. So triangle FDE congruent triangle ABC, we can write this triangle FDE corresponds to triangle ABC, but writing triangle DEF corresponds to triangle ABC is not correct. So it is necessary to write the correspondence of vertices correctly. For writing of congruence of triangles in symbolic form, this is very important. Note that in congruent triangles, corresponding parts are equal and we write in short CPCT for corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles, in short, we will write CPCT. Now, important one, criteria for congruence of triangles. In earlier classes, you have learned 4 criteria for congruence of triangles. Let us recall them. Okay. Draw 2 triangles with one side 12 centimeters. Only concentrate on one side. It is 12 centimeters. That means one side is equal. Are these triangles congruent? Observe that they are not congruent. See here. Okay. One side is 12 centimeter in both triangle ABC and DEF. So see here, one triangle not completely cover another one. See here, that's why not congruent. Now draw 2 triangles with one side 4 centimeter and one angle 50 degree. Now take one side and one angle equal. See here. One side 4 centimeter, one angle is 50 degree, and let us try what is so see not congruent. See that these two triangles are not congruent. Repeat this activity some more with some more pairs of triangles and show equality of one pair of sides or one pair of sides and one pair of angle is not sufficient. Equality of one pair of sides or one pair of sides and one pair of angles is not sufficient to give a congruent triangle. So only one pair of sides or only one pair and one angle equality is not sufficient to give us congruent triangles. Now see here, two pairs AB and PQ, BC and QR, same side, and angle B 50 degree, angle Q 50 degree. That means two side and interior angles are equal. Now see what happens. So you can see that these both triangles are congruent. Completely cover one triangle to another. Or you can move this triangle also. See here. Okay. So this is an interesting one. So two sides and interior angle, side. So what will happen in the other pair of arms or sides of the equal angles are also equal. So in figure BC and QR are equal. See here, BC and QR are equal. Angle B, angle Q are equal, it's 50 degree. Angle AB and side AB and side PQ equal. So now you can easily say that both triangles are congruent. So recall from your earlier classes that in this case the two triangles are congruent. So verify these four triangle ABC and triangle PQR in the figure. Repeat this activity with other pair of angles. So do you observe that the equality of two sides and including angles is enough for the congruence of triangle? Yes, it is enough. So what is minimum criteria? Two sides and included angles. See here, and this known as side angle side congruence rule or axiom 7.1. two triangles are congruent if two sides and include angle of one triangle are equal to the sides and the include angle of the other triangle. Okay, so in short, when we are given two triangles ABC and triangle PQR, if we want to say these two triangles are congruent, then the one condition is two sides, that means one side of this, one side, this second one, and this angle. So two sides of one triangle and include angles are same as corresponds parts of another triangle. So then we can write ABC congruent triangle PQR if AB and PQ are equal, BC and QR are equal, and include angle here is angle B and include angle here is angle Q. So side, angle and side, this is reaction 7.1 says. Okay students, so we will discuss more about congruence of triangles, other properties of triangles in our next period. Till then, goodbye, good evening to all of you. Thank you.